Hey guys, in this video we're gonna see a run of Ymir's Abyss. This is the rift that you unlock when your class change number 1 reach level 20. And I'm a little bit under leveled compared to my teammate, but the run went very smoothly without problem. And then at the end I also want to talk about one of the skill because I think maybe it's me, and as you know my English is not my first language, but I think there is a mistake, an error in the skill description. And but yeah, we're gonna talk about that at the end. The first part is usually just a normal monster, nothing interesting. Even if you don't interrupt the skill, is not a problem. And in this one you need to do a little bit more than usual, because when you reach the boss you need to use your interruption skill at least 2 times. If the DPS is very slow and is not enough, you might actually have to use it 3 times. But yeah, when you start, if your tank knows what he's doing, he's gonna move right away to the right side, and this is to avoid damage to the rest of the team. When the HP goes around 70%, I tend to change my skill and put the interruption skill. I never had problem with the cooldown while doing this, so I think it's definitely enough time. And as you can see, a little bit after the HP goes down 50% in both the life bar, so first this one and then also the second one, the boss is gonna start to charge up his skill. Yes, as you can see here, and then you just interrupt and you can put back your skill for DPS. Of course, you don't have to do it, like it's not, I do it because this is how I play the game, but if you want to just keep your interruption skill, you can do that, but just know that you're gonna lose a little bit of DPS. And as you can see, this is why the tank stays on the right side. For example, in this case, nobody except the tank take the damage and is doing his job very well. And for the rest of the time, so the tank as usual need to keep the aggro, and in this case I also need to move on the other side. For the priest or the healer, they other than healing, they also need to do the cleanse for the frostbite, and the DPS need to do the interruption and obviously the damage. As you can see, around 70% I change again my skill. Yes, exactly. And then it was a little bit early, like this one took a little bit longer. Also, if you don't finish, like as I mentioned before, if you don't have enough DPS, the boss can actually do the charge skill again a second time, both with the first bar of HP and also with the second one. Okay, this is one and this is interrupted, and then I put back my DPS skill, and that's it for the run pretty much. So that's it for the entire thing. Then there is one skill that you will not see for like in this run, but I will add a clip later. And that skill is the most annoying part of this rift, and you will see why when I put the clip and we talk about it. But this one is in this run it just doesn't happen, and the boss dies without any problem. So this is a different run. I will put in the screen the description of the skill. The name is Icy Eruption, and I will stop the video when the skill starts to make sure that we all see the same stuff. So as you can see, the name is Icy Eruption, and then the image appear, and from the image you can clearly see that one is supposed to be on one side and one is supposed to be on the other side. But the skill description says that you need to share the field to reduce the damage. So this is why that was so confusing for me, and at one point I just went on the other side because I thought I was supposed to share the field with the other player, as the skill description says, and then we both died. And obviously that was like a mistake. It's not something you should do. You should stay in a different side of the field compared to the other person. It's usually almost always the tank that gets one side and the other one is either a DPS or a healer. And this is also one of the reasons why the tank positions himself on the right side of the field and everybody else stays on the left side. But again, maybe it's me because English is not my first language, but the skill description is a little bit weird. It kind of made me misunderstand how this works. But as you can see, you just stay on your side, and there is pretty much no damage for you for the DPS and the healer. So this is how you're supposed to do it, but in my opinion the skill description is a bit weird. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comment what you think, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.